We're back in the forest for another drink with mint.
That's the forest?
Yeah.
Is the forest bigger now?
Boy, it just doubled in size.
Welcome to Combat Cocktails. Ian and Derek gonna make for you a mojito. We're gonna use liquor.com's recipe.
Is that what we're doing?
Because it's a little bit different, because it mint. This is a little bit different than what I have on recipe.awesomedrinks.com, because that one has a little bit less lime juice and caster sugar and 12 mint leaves, and you just whatever. So this is gonna be a little bit easier, maybe simpler. For club soda, so basically here's the recipe: 3 ounces of mint leaves, 3 mint leaves, half ounce of simple syrup, 2 ounces of white rum, 3/4 ounce of lime juice, club soda to top it. We're gonna rinse, sprig, lime wheel, garnish that sucker up. You're gonna basically lightly muddle the mint. Don't tear the mint; that would be bad. And then you're gonna shake it. So, fine straight. When you muddle the mint, you add your sugar in there usually, and then what are you looking for?
One of the jiggers, though.
So like that one?
Yeah, the one that's right in front of me. Literally, that I just used.
Yeah, I have this. Who makes these things? Oh, Easy. This is an Easy Whip. Instead of the Easy Whipper, this one is just for club sodas and soda-like things. I found this so much easier.
When you say easy, you mean ISI?
Yeah, ISI. Easy. Easy?
Because anyone hearing easy,
yeah,
gonna think EASY.
Well, don't think that.
Yeah.
Get yourself some seltzer chargers. Don't use the NO2 chargers, because that's going to give it an odd flavor. It's not going to taste like seltzer. I hope I'm doing all this right. I'm going to assume you put this on right, so when I pressurize it, nothing happens. Straight!
I'm glad you did it instead of me then.
Well, it's not like it's going to blow up. It's
just going to leak somewhere.
Yeah. Or I've had it just fizzes out.
It's just a waste of charge.
Yeah. Right? So they're going to integrate that the club soda. What is the charge? Carbonated CO2. Discard. Hey, this just tastes like mints.
Yum.
This thing's pretty cool. If you have like the Soda Stream juices, what do you call those things? Just like the liquids, the condensed stuff, the syrups. If you have like soda syrups and tonic syrups and those types of syrups, you could just use this. I find this easier than the Soda Stream, because the Soda Stream cartridges, it's hard to recycle them. You have to like ship them away places, and it's a big old pain. This thing, you just boom, done. And these little cream chargers are pretty cheap, and you just toss them. You're just adding to the environment a little bit of this metal. It's not going to kill any turtles, though.
And then you can recycle that.
You can recycle these.
Because it's metal.
Because it is metal.
There's nothing more metal than recycling.
These drinks are good, but they're such a pain to drink because you always get mint in your mouth.
Well, not with this one.
We double strained it to keep the mint out.
Yeah. Then Dan should do it that way.
Yeah. Oh, so here's the thing about how Dan makes his drinks. He just fucking mixes it together on the fly and goes, "Here you go."
I know, I had it.
It's natural.
Yeah, he doesn't focus on like removing the
we're
particles.
gonna garnish this with a lime wheel.
Yeah, and maybe like some of this.
Even, a lot of times there is mint floating around in there.
Yeah.
Because you're
I just don't like it that way. Like, I don't like the little pieces of mint because they get stuck in my teeth, and like then it feels like you almost have papers sitting around in your tongue.
It's a pain in the ass to drink.
Yeah.
See, but I like mint, so like I don't mind the mint in my mouth.
Yeah, some of you people are weird. Hey, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I hope it tastes good. Does it fit on the camera? It looks like something you have just sitting out at the pool.
I think like putting the club soda on top is cool too, because if you don't disturb the mojito on the bottom, you get that little layered effect.
The mojito's on the bottom.
Yeah, it looks very like lagoonish, right?
Lagoon?
Yeah, lagunic. Lagunic. What's a good word for lagunic? Use it 3 times, it must be.
It's a word now.
It's a word. If you use it 3 times, it's a word.
Yeah,
that's the rule.
That's the rule. And
with the light behind it, the light shining through it looks great.
That's true. You guys don't get to appreciate the shine through light. It always looks better here. Like even when I was doing like TikTok videos, I'm like, I wish I could make, because you use like Empress Gin and it's got like this purple. It looks really cool behind, like backlit.
Behind it.
But
you got to bring on your light box.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like a big old pain.
Yes.
Here.
Even though there's a straw, there's a temptation to tip this into your mouth.
I may have drank all the lime juice.
You may have. That tastes a lot like seltzer water.
I'm thinking, like I didn't stir it enough or at all.
It's still refreshing, but
But
it
there's
doesn't taste like a lot of alcohol's in there right now.
Did I drink all the alcohol too?
Try it again.
All the rum and all the
How was it?
wine.
You pulled a me on the Di Serrano Oresca Valley drink.
No, there's still alcohol in there.
Okay.
Where's the lime? Still can't be.
So this is normally a pretty good drink, so it might be worth mixing before you.
I did a shot of Bacardi and lime.
Too bad.
No, look, you just do this. Look, I'm gonna
You just
fix
made
it.
all the work I do look really cheap. Like just doing that.
No, it's fine. See? I'm gonna fix this.
Because he drank it all. So now he's
Do
putting
you get
it
any
back.
in the glass?
I'm fixing it! Quiet! Oh, you want sugar too?
You just make a whole new drink.
Yeah, but
It's a built-in glass mojito.
yeah, building glass.
Well, you don't need to add more of that.
Yeah, you do. You
said
you've
it
got to.
tasted like that.
Yeah, but it's still in there, so it's fine. Here, put that in there too. There, taste it now. So much
Thanks,
better. I don't think I drank all the alcohol.
That does make a difference.
So I think you did drink all the alcohol.
No, the alcohol. See, here's the thing. Science happened. Lime is not. It doesn't. It's not as soluble as alcohol. Alcohol is very water soluble. You threw the club soda in there. It's like part of the. It's part of the essence of the drink now. But the lime was still at the bottom. Sugar probably still at the bottom because it was like way down.
It
there.
does say, yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's still better than. So here's the problem I have with mojitos. It
They
goes
got
back.
too easy.
Yeah.
No, well, okay, that's probably true. When you're making for other people, they come back really fast.
Because they go down so easy.
Yeah, and there's not that much alcohol. And when I do, and here's a secret for anybody who's like, I'm gonna make these for friends at the pool. I'm gonna you cut back on the rum, like ounce and a half. You know, depending on who it is, you might even go 1 ounce because you know, like if they're like, oh, I can't typically hold my alcohol, I'll be fine. You're like, okay, you're gonna need to
In
because
the sun, outside.
right, you're not. If you bring this down to 1 ounce versus 2 ounces, you're not really gonna taste it. This is not a boozy drink, so no one's gonna know when you short them on the alcohol. What you can do is you start with more, and then as they come back for additional, that's when you start to cut it down a little bit because they won't necessarily know. They'll feel fine. And they won't be so hammered. Because we make these at the pool in solo cups, right? So you're going to get more. We do have the ice will be smaller.
I think I got one in Vegas in like a 32-ounce glass.
Yeah. But when you do it in a solo cup, it gives you a more room. Like there's not a lot. This looks like a big glass, but when you add the ice and stuff, the 12 ounces is cut down to like nothing. Put it in a solo cup. Do like the 2 ounces. When we do it at the pool, it's usually 4 ounces because everything's doubled. But I'm just telling you, there's ways to get around the returning factor. Big glasses, less alcohol, everybody wins. But it's
some work.
It's the muddle, like it's the muddling. Like if you're doing this for a bunch of people, just muddling all the time. You're just doing like sugar. I would just be like, hey, you want a daiquiri instead? Because that's 2 on 1. I'm done.
It's easy.
The people want. I like these. They want more of them
Because they're tasty.
Yeah, it's usually a pain in the ass. But there you go. That's a mojito.
I think we got to the root of your mint dislike. So much work.
There's a lot of. It's like egg white mint.
It's a lot of work.
When you add that weird ass ingredient in there, shit just becomes a lot of work. But club soda is nice. So try out a mojito if you haven't had one. I would suggest using your whatever white rum you can get. Little editor's note on our Bacardi, as we mentioned before the show. Bacardi makes a fine product. And I want to hate it, but I can't because every time I blind taste, it wins.
Right.
So
and we've done blind tastings with like 9 different rums, and that would come out. Yeah,
it's like it's always if it's not the top, it's near the top, and you know it. You're like, I know it's in here, but I don't want it, so I'm gonna look for the Havana Club or whatever it is. But you can't. Like it's just it. The label
it's just good.
Does make it taste worse. So when you take the label away, you find out it's actually not that bad a product. If you still can't get beyond the Bacardi and you can get Havana Club, even the Bacardi version of Havana Club, try that or pick your favorite light rum, but don't spend a lot of money on it. because you're not going to taste.
Well, that's the other good thing about Bacardi. It's like reasonably priced. It's right in the range.
Yeah.
You're not overdoing it.
And it's Puerto Rican rum, so it's pretty neutral.
Yeah.
There you go. Sidebar. There's going to be some more cocktails with rum. Oh, you want to use before a sidebar, go to awesomedrinks.com, use Spring 23 is your coupon code for the month, actually 2 months. Till July 31st, Spring 23 will get you 23% off everything in the store. I'm trying to reduce total volume of things I carry to just basically the bar tools, because like after COVID, like shit just stopped selling. Like bars shut down, and like then they probably came back, but they didn't need the same products. Not a lot of people are using bitters. So carrying bitters for bars doesn't really make a lot of sense. Scrappies doesn't seem to have me on their website anymore, so I'm not getting any of those sales. So fuck that. I put all the Scrappies on sale. So use 23% off plus the sale on the Scrappies. And I'm deep cutting that because it doesn't matter. I was a distributor, so I got a good price on them anyway. So just take all the Scrappies out of my inventory, all the different bitters, the different syrups, make it easier on me in the long run. And that's it. That's why you're giving you 23% off. So there's going to be a sidebar here with more videos that have all the cool stuff in it. So go make that. And then click the Bar Tools Home Bartender Kit below. And you're good. Teach you how to drink.